Hello everyone, good morning students. In previous class, we discussed about the chapter complex number, and in that chapter, we discussed about the Argand plane of complex number. Means geometry. We discussed about the geometrical representation of a complex number. We discussed about Argand plane, and also we discussed about the argument or amplitude of any complex number. Okay. Dear students, in previous class we discussed about the argument or amplitude of a complex number when the complex number lies in first, second, third and fourth quadrant of its Argand plane. Okay, let's take first of all let's some revise that topic. Suppose that if z is equal to x plus iy be a complex number, and we determine the quadrant in which the point and point p x y lies in different coordinate in its Argand plane, then the argument of that complex number will be what? Okay, let's see once more time. Suppose that if the point px lie in first quadrant, okay, suppose that if the point pxy, here x is the real part of complex number and y is what? The imaginary part of any real number or any complex number. If the point pxy lies in the first quadrant, then in that condition, argument of complex number is always equal to what? Alpha is equal to alpha. Here alpha be an acute angle. Okay. Similarly, if the point pxy lies in what? In which? Second quadrant. Suppose that if the point pxy lies in second quadrant in its Argand plane, means Argand plane of complex number, then the argument of z will be pi minus alpha. Okay, then the argument of, if the point xy lies in the second quadrant, then in that condition the argument of the complex number is always equal to pi minus alpha. Similarly, when the point pxy lies in third quadrant in its Argand plane, in that condition the argument of z is equal to minus pi minus alpha, means alpha minus pi. Okay, when the point xy lies in third quadrant, in that condition the argument of that complex number z is equal to minus pi minus alpha. Here alpha be an acute angle and you know that the tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x. You calculate, you find the tan alpha is by the formula of tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x. Here y is what? Imaginary part of the complex number, and x is what? The real part of that complex number. Similarly, when point pxy lies in fourth quadrant, in that condition argument of complex number z, okay, when the point p lies in the fourth quadrant in its Argand plane, in that condition the argument of z will be what? Minus alpha or 2 pi minus alpha okay, and you find the alpha by the help of the formula tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x. So dear student, in previous class we discussed all that topic in that form, and also in geometrical form by the help of diagram. Okay, now dear students, we are going to discuss some questions based on argument or amplitude of any complex number. Okay, let's see some questions based on them. Let's take a question. Find the modulus and your first question is find the modulus and argument of the complex number of the complex number 1 plus I root 3. Okay, dear students, we find the modulus and argument of the complex number 1 plus I root 3. This is very important question of your NCERT exercise. Okay, let's see. You know that very well. If we have z is equal to x plus I y be any complex number, then the modulus of that complex number will be what? You know that modulus of that is equal to n square root sum of real part and its imaginary part. This is the concept of modulus of any complex number. Dear student, in that question we find two things. First is modulus and second one is argument of that complex number 1 plus I root 3. Okay, so dear student, first of all we find, you know that suppose that, let's see, first of all let z is equal to 1 plus I root 3. Suppose that first of all we take as z is equal to 1 plus I root 3 be a complex number which is given in our question. Now since modulus of z means mod of 1 plus I root 3 is equal to what? Under root 1 square plus root 3 square, that is 1 plus 3, that is 4, that is 2. This is one answer. Means hence the modulus of that complex number 1 plus I root 3 is equal to 2. So we find the modulus of that complex number. Now we are going to find the argument of that complex number. First let us consider, let alpha be an acute angle given by tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x, means imaginary part of z upon real part of z. This is the concept of to find the alpha. Here alpha be an acute angle triangle. Okay, now let's see here. Let's see here the real part of that complex number means x is equal to what? 1, and the imaginary part, that is y is equal to root 3. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to root 3. Now then since tan alpha is equal to mod of y means root 3 by 1, that is root 3, that is 10 pi by 3, means you know that na, the value of 1060 is root 3, so we can write 10 pi by 3. So we have tan alpha is equal to 10 pi by 3. In this way the value of alpha is equal to pi by 3. Now we observe that the points of that complex number, point x, y, that complex number lies in which quadrant in its Argand plane. Then after we find the argument of that complex number na. So let here x, that is 1, which is greater than 0, and also y is equal to root 3, which is also greater than 0. So this point lies in which quadrant? In first quadrant. Okay, then argument of z is equal to what? You know that na, here x, that is x, the value of x is 1, which is greater than 0. Similarly the value of y, that is root 3, which is also greater than 0. In this way we can say that the point Which point? The point xy means 1 and root 3 lies in the first quadrant in its organ plane of the complex number. Then the argument of z will be what? Alpha equal to alpha, and you know that the value of alpha is pi by 3. So this is your, dear student, this the argument of that complex number will be pi by 3 and the modulus of that complex number will be 2. Okay, so dear student, in this way we can solve so many questions based on the topic modulus and argument of any complex number. Let's see once more time. Dear student, first of all, right, we take as z is equal to 1 plus I root 3, which is given question. Okay, now for finding the modulus of that complex number, we take modulus both side, and you know that the concept of to find the modulus of any complex number as mod of z is equal to mod of x plus iy, so root x square plus y square. Then after, dear student, mod of z is equal to 2, we find here the real part is 1, so 1 square plus, and imaginary part is root 3, so root 3 square. In this way we get 1 plus 3 as 4 is equal to 2. In this way, dear student, we find the modulus of that complex number. Then after, in finding the argument of that complex number, first of all we find the value of alpha by given by the formula 10 of alpha is equal to mod of y by x. Here what is y? Here y be the imaginary part of that complex number and x be the real part of that complex number. Now here, dear student, we have here the real part of that complex number is 1 and the imaginary part of that complex number is root 3. So dear student, the value of 10 of alpha is equal to mod of y by x means root 3 by 1, that is root 3. In this way we know that the value of 1060 is root 3. So dear student, we write as 10 pi by 3. Now we have 10 alpha is equal to 10 pi by 3. In this way we find the alpha is pi by 3. After that, if we find the value of alpha, then after we observe that the point, which point? The point xy lies in which quadrant in its organ plane of the given complex number means. So here we observe that, dear student, here x is equal to 1 and which is greater than 0. Now we observe that the value of y is equal to root 3, which is also greater than 0. In this way we can say that the point xy lies in the first quadrant, and you know that if the point xy lies in the first quadrant in the organ plane of the given complex number, in that condition the argument of that the complex number will be equal to alpha, and here you find already the value of alpha is pi by 3, so the argument of that complex number is pi by 3. So this is the whole process of to find the argument of any complex number. So dear student, please revise all the topic, revise all the concept of complex number, and you can solve each and every questions of your NCERT exercise based on modulus and argument of complex number. Now we take some other important question of your NCERT book based on same topic. Let's see. So dear student, we take some other question. Find the same question, same topic. Find the modulus and argument of complex number 2 root 3 minus 2i. This is our question, dear students. In that question, same topic, okay. In that question we find the modulus and argument of complex number. Here the complex number is 2 root 3 minus 2i. Okay, let's see, dear students. First of all, we take as z is equal to what? 2 root 3 minus 2y. Suppose that we take as the given complex number equal to z is equal to 2 root 3 minus 2y. Now for finding the modulus, then modulus of that complex number, then its modulus, that is mod of z is equal to 2y. Okay, so in this way, under root what, 2 root 3 square plus minus 2 square. So dear student, mod of z means modulus of z is equal to under root 2 to the 4 into 3 plus 2 to the 4, that is 12 plus 4, that is 16. So the value of mod of z is equal to 4. One answer is that. So dear students, in this way we find the modulus of that the given complex number, and the modulus of that given complex number is 4. Okay, now we find the argument of that complex number. For finding the argument of the given complex number, first of all we find an acute angle alpha. Okay, let's see. Let alpha be an acute angle given by the relation tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x. Tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x. Now let's see, we put the value of, and let's see here the value of x is what? Here the value of x is what? 2 root 3. Here the value of x is equal to 2 root 3, that is real part, and the value of y is equal to minus 2, which is imaginary part. Okay dear students, here y is your imaginary part na, and x is your real part of the complex number. So here on by the help of the question, here x is means real part of that complex number is 2 root 3, and the imaginary part of that complex number is minus 2. So dear students, now let's see, since the value of tan alpha is equal to mod of y means minus 2 upon x means 2 root 3, 2 to cancel out, so mod of 1 upon root 3, so we write as 1 upon root 3, and you know that 1 upon root 3 is the value of which degree? The value of tan 60. So we can write, dear students, tan 60 means tan 30. The 1 upon root 3 means tan, the value of tan 30 degree is 1 upon root 3, so we can write is tan pi by 6. So dear, tan alpha is equal to 10 pi by 6. So here alpha is equal to, that is alpha is equal to pi by 6. This is all. Now we find the value of an acute angle alpha is equal to pi by 6. Now after that, dear students, we observe that the point xy lies in which quadrant of its Argand plane. Okay, now let's see. Here x is equal to 2 root 3, which is greater than 0, and y is equal to minus 2, which is less than 0. So x is positive. X is what? Positive, and y is negative. This is very important. Here x is positive but y is negative. In which quadrant? In its Argand plane, in fourth quadrant. So dear students, so z lies in, the complex number z lies in fourth quadrant. Then the argument of z will be minus alpha, that is minus pi by 6. This is your final answer. Let's see its answer, dear students. Yes, right. So dear students, here if we observe the given point which is given by the complex number, we have the value of x is equal to 2 root 3, which is greater than 0. Okay, and the value of y, that is minus 2. This is less than 0. So in this way, dear student, we know that already कि x is positive and y is negative. Then the point xy lies in fourth quadrant in the argand plane of the given complex number. In this way, you know that by the formula, when the point xy lies in the fourth quadrant, then their argument of any the argument of any complex number will be minus alpha. So in this way we write as minus pi by 6. Okay, so dear students, this is another questions based on argument and modulus of the complex number. So dear student, in this way we can solve so many questions of your NCERT exercise based on the same topic. Now we take some other questions, important question based on the same topic. Let's see. Let's see next question, dear students. Find the modulus and argument of the complex number minus root 3 minus I. This is also very important question of your NCERT exercise, dear students. We find the modulus and the argument of the complex number minus root 3 minus I. Okay, let's see its solution. First of all, let z is equal to minus root 3 minus I. First of all, we take at z is equal to minus root 3 minus I. Now we find the modulus of that. Now its modulus, since modulus of that complex number will be what? Square root minus root 3 square, real part, and the imaginary part will be what? Minus 1. So minus 1 square. So we have 3 plus 1, that is 4. So mod of z is equal to 2. This is one answer. Okay. In this way we find the modulus of that complex number. Now we find the argument of the given complex number. For finding the argument of complex number, first of all we find an acute angle alpha given by the relation tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x. Okay, let's see. Now let alpha be an acute angle given by the relation which tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x. Here y is what? Minus 1. Here y is real part, imaginary part, and x is real part, which is also equal to minus in minus, that is minus root 3. So we have minus 1 upon minus root 3. So minus cancel each other. We have mod of 1 by root 3, that is 1 by root 3. So the value of that is tan alpha is equal to tan 30, means pi by 6. So in this way the value of alpha is equal to pi by 6. Now after finding the value alpha, dear students, we observe in which point its point lies in which quadrant in its Argand plane. Here let's see. Now here the value of x, that is minus root 3, which is less than 0, and also y is equal to what, minus 1, this is also less than equal to 0. Here dear students, both x and y is less than 0 in negative, so x and y both are negative in which quadrant? In third quadrant now. So here the point xy lies in third quadrant in its Argand plane. So dear students, let's see. So the point of z lies in third quadrant. In which quadrant? Third quadrant. Then its argument will be, argument of z is equal to minus x minus alpha pi minus pi minus alpha minus pi minus alpha. So dear student, let's see here, minus the value of pi, right, pi minus the value of alpha is pi by 6. So we have, dear student, minus 6 pi minus pi, that is minus 5 pi by 6 minus, let's see its answer. Yes. So dear students, in this question the argument of that complex number will be minus 5 by pi, minus 5 pi upon 6. Okay. So dear students, in that question the argument of that complex number will be minus 5 pi by 6. This is our answer. Okay, let's see once more time. Dear student, in that question, first of all, this is our given question. Z is equal to minus root 3 minus pi I. Here we find the modulus as well as the argument of that complex number. So first of all we find the modulus of that complex number. For finding the modulus of that complex number, we have under root minus root 3 square, means real part square, plus its square of its imaginary part, that is minus 1. So in this way we get under root 3 plus 1 as under root 4, that is 2. So this is the modulus of that complex number. Now for finding the argument of that complex number, let alpha be an acute angle given by the relation tan alpha is equal to mod of y by x. Here y it's the imaginary part of the given complex number and x is the real part of the complex number. So both are negative, so minus minus cancel each other, so we get mod of 1 by root 3, that is 1 by root 3, and we know that the value of tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Okay, and you know that we write as tan 30 means pi by 6. So on comparing both sides, we get alpha is equal to pi by 6. After that we observe that the point x y lies in which quadrant. So here we observe that x and y both are in negative, so we know that x y is negative in third quadrant in its Argand plane. Though, so dear student, the argument of the given complex number will be what? Minus pi minus alpha. So we put the value of alpha as we get as minus 5 pi by 6. This is our question. Okay, which is our question. So dear students, in this way the chapter complex number is to be completed. Okay, now dear students, in next class we discuss about the next new chapter, that is sequence and series. In next class we discuss about the new chapter sequence and series. Okay, now you can complete, you can revise all the topic of complex number, and you learn all the concept or the formula and concept of the complex number, and also you complete your NCERT exercise based on complex number. You can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on any topic of complex number. Now dear students, in next class we discuss about the chapter, sequence and series. Okay, thank you.